For full episodes of the Diverse Mentality podcast, check the links in the description below. The full video version is available on the main channel, and the audio version is available on your favorite streaming platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and more. I wanted to talk about this New York mayor wanting to ban drill music. So a drill rapper was killed in Brooklyn. I don't even know how to pronounce this guy's name. C-High WVTZ, which is a insane name as a rapper. But he wants to ban drill music. So let me play the clip and get it word for word of what he has to say, because I got a lot to say about this. Let's see. NYC mayor. Just a few days ago. Blah, 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 blah. Let me see. When was this posted? A few days ago. Let's see. I'm talking because I know you guys be like, hey, when there's dead sound, it sounds like the whole podcast is off. Yeah, it ain't off. Y'all be aight. What the fuck? Where's this video, man? I'm getting tired of this shit. Come on. Still Dre Day. AK. Bro, what the I'm on the right page, right? NYC mayor. Don't say this out. Deadline. History month. Social media. Okay.
Named Jaquan.
All right.
Just a few days ago, a young man named Jaquan McKinley was murdered in Bed-Stuy, shot and killed while sitting in his car. He was 18 years old.
Damn, that's crazy.
18. I didn't know Jaquan, but his death hit me hard, because the more I found out about Jaquan's story, the more I saw how many times he had been failed by a system that is supposed to help boys like him. So many of our young men in crises fit this profile. Children who have experienced homelessness, have a learning disability, dropped out of school. It's not the profile of a killer, but the shadow of a system that isn't working the way it should. There are thousands of the Jaquans in our city right now. 1,000 children experiencing homelessness and poverty who need educational support, who are at high risk. If 1,000 children were trapped in a burning building, we would stop at nothing to rescue them. We cannot let thousands of children lose their lives to violence and neglect, not when we have the power to save them. We have a social, moral, human obligation to help all our children. As your mayor, I take on this responsibility. Today, I charge every city agency and department with finding new and better ways to help children like Jaquan. None of this.
Okay, I'm on the wrong video. I apologize, guys. Basically, he's talking about, the murder of him. Obviously, 18 years old is young as it gets, man. Rest in peace to him. That is crazy. Let me play the video. Let me play the part where he wants to ban drill music. I got to get it from his mouth, guys. You got to, all right.
And I had no idea what drill rapping was, but I called my son, and he sent me some videos, and it is alarming. And we are going to pull together the social media companies and sit down with them and state that you have a civic and corporate responsibility. We pulled Trump off Twitter because of what he was spewing. Yet we are allowing music, displaying of guns, violence. We're allowing it to stay on these sites because look at the victims. We're bringing them in. We're going to show exactly what is being displayed. And we are alarmed by it. We are alarmed by the use of social media to really over-proliferate this violence in our community.
Okay, I get what he's trying to get at. I understand a lot of hip hop has turned into some crazy shit. People talking about, openly just talking about, hey, I killed my ops, this and that, making funny rap songs about killing their ops. Tuka's mom dealing with, hey, we're smoking on a Tuka pack, which is insane. That's somebody's mother that's grieving their child, and their child's name is all over the world, and people are, joking around about that. That's insane. Like I couldn't imagine her, and having it, I just couldn't imagine the feelings that she's feeling just off that alone. Smoking the Tuka pack, all that stuff. It to me, I'm not into censorship. I'm not into drawing a line somewhere, because if you draw that line, then it just gets pushed further and further. And then if one thing gets censored, the next thing gets censored, next thing gets censored, and the next thing you know, we're singing lullabies with DJ Khaled at a campfire. Literally, it can get that bad that quickly. I think freedom of speech is important to allow an artist to express how they feel. I do, however, think the guns, real guns, all that crazy shit in videos needs to stop, man. As hip-hop, like I mentioned earlier, a lot of these kids are losing their favorite artists at a young age, and it's just ridiculous, man. Why? It just, to me, I think, when a kid watches that and then sees that, and then there's rappers glorifying that. Like, here's the thing. When I grew up listening to 50 talked about the most gangsta shit ever. But then if you watch his interviews, and that's where I knew as a kid, I was like, wow, this is not real. Because if this wouldn't have happened, if 50 kept that gangsta persona and image, which is not really a persona, he is gangsta. I mean, there's, Fact Check and Supreme, all that shit he's done in the history. He has done. He's bullied people, all kinds of shit. So yeah, he's had that history. He's legit. I'm not saying it's a facade. It's phony or anything like that. But the fact that if he kept that image going, even in interviews, and said fuck Ja Rule, and started, which he did say fuck Ja Rule, but he started making, songs about killing them and just crazy shit with guns, which he has done that. But it was always at like a certain extent. It was never too out there and crazy. Even though the Heat video is fucking insane. The guy's getting like fucking duct taped and put inside of a trunk and guns all over, bulletproof vest. I get it. I think 50 in interviews and clarified, hey, and this is what I noticed the difference as a kid. He clarified in interviews, hey, this is just entertainment. You guys need to realize this is entertainment. I'm not out here. In that Heat video, I didn't really put somebody in a fucking trunk of a car. And, maybe the guns might have been real. Maybe the bulletproof vest, all that stuff is real. But there was two different people is what I'm trying to say. And that's not phony at all. That's just being realistic. When you're famous and you got eyes on you and you're worth millions of dollars, you're not going to keep doing street shit. If you have any sort of a fucking brain cell in your brain, you're not going to be doing that shit. Anybody who's somewhat intelligent would stop doing it, because now you're bringing street shit into, corporate world, which is going to backfire on you 1,000,000%, just like I was 6ix9ine. That's going to happen to any artist that does that. So that's the thing. Like, the artists that we grew up on, they could differentiate the two. They could say, hey, this is entertainment. And then the interviews would be like, listen, this is entertainment. Yeah, I used to do that. I don't anymore. Right now, we're just doing this as entertainment. It's part of our past life, stuff like that. Now these fucking rappers, they don't give a shit. They go on Instagram, I'll fucking kill you, this and that, take pictures with guns, make fun of dead people, smoking on this. And I get it. I understand where the mayor's coming from. I 100% get it. But any form of censorship is the line's going to get drawn where it's just going to get worse and worse, and more is going to get censored, which I disagree with. Every single time I will stick with the freedom side of things, where you can talk about anything, because at that point you turn into a dictator, get into politics and all that stupid shit, but you turn into a whole different fucking country at that point. I like the freedom that we have in terms of speaking free, but I definitely disagree with what these artists are doing. It's insane. It's gotten way, way, way out of hand. I don't know what to do. I don't know if there's a special answer for this. I would definitely figure out a way to do it, because this is hip hop culture. I love this. I mean, like I said, my eyes were getting watery seeing, them grow old and perform like that. That was beautiful. And I want kids that are growing up right now listening to their new favorite artists to experience that as well. But they're not going to if this shit keeps happening. So I don't know what the answer is. I have no idea. But I get where the mayor's coming from. I understand it. And I I respect it. There's something there that obviously needs to happen, but who knows? I don't know about censorship. That's borderline crossing. It's a weird area to get into.